Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Empyrion Galactic Survival. I'm the Radio Man 03. It's awesome to have you along. Hope you're doing great. I'm doing fantastic. Friday episode. I'm working on what is like a turtle shell on the ship right now. And it's a bit of a challenge because there's two routes I can go. I can go the angle route that I'm going right now, or I can go with the curve blocks. And I think the curve blocks are just not going to give it quite the feel that I'm looking for. So this is the part where the common area is with the dining table, a little bit of a kitchen. Off to the sides are the entranceways to the shuttles. And then up front is the entrance to the cockpit. Out the back is an entrance to both the engine room as well as down to the medical bay. So that's what I'm working on right now, is trying to get this to kind of come together, is what I'm trying to do here. And it's not, if I was really good at these shapes, I think I would be better off, but I'm still learning how the shapes go and what they do and don't do. And so I'm kind of, what I did was I just made a block shell like I used to do in Minecraft when I played Minecraft a lot. I make a block shell and then I go around and I just kind of say, okay, what block do I use to make this smooth out? And this game has got so many different angles to it. It's really kind of cool to solve these new puzzles, basically. And I'm really enjoying it. And again, if you've not built your own ship and you enjoy puzzles and you enjoy what can I do to make this look better or that look better, then you're going to want to try this out because it really is fun as opposed to just going to the workshop and downloading something. It's really enjoyable. I think it's just, I can't explain how much fun it is to build your own ship. And then when you get done, you jump in it and you fly. Or you don't fly, like sometimes I don't. And the ship just sits there and says, you don't have enough power for anything here. What do you think you're doing? So, it's just one of those things. Just one of those things. I'm still getting a feel for everything, The shipbuilding part is probably the most, I would say probably the most difficult part for me. Because in regards to the power, because I'm just not that kind of guy who knows that sort of stuff. Yeah, so there's that. Now, it's not perfectly shaped all the way around the same way, and I can explain that to you in just a second. I believe I need to take that out of there. That needs to come out of there, and there we go. We're going to already start that today, huh? And we're going to put this guy right here, this guy here, and this guy here. There we go, just like that. Just like that. And I'm just going down row by row and putting this together like so. And once we get this part done, I have a feeling the hangar is going to have to change a little bit. And that's why I'm not doing a whole lot of decor work on stuff right away, is because things are going to change a little bit. And we want to make sure we don't jump the gun and get started on stuff and make it look all nice. And it's like, oh man, I got to tear this all apart. I think right now what's going to happen is the catwalks we put in last episode, they're all going to have to go down by one. Because the Firefly class ship has two shuttle pods. Two shuttle pods on each side. There's one on this side and one on that. So you can see I've kind of got the shroud started down here for this one a little bit. I'm not sure. This is probably going to change because I'm going to have to come off. I'm going to have to come back to it in a little bit. But this has got to continue to curve out over the top of the edge of what is the hangar cargo bay. And then underneath here, right up underneath here, is where the shuttles kind of slide in. And then basically you walk off the shuttle into the ship through there. And then just below that, they actually sit on the wingspan that comes out like so for the thrusters. So that's what I'm doing right now, is I'm trying to get this kind of worked out. All this is very preliminary. I started down here and it wasn't working out for me, so I thought, you know what? Get your shell shape first and then move forward from there. So let's see, we're going down to here. Yes, and here. Nope, that's going to be the wrong way. Hope you guys are doing great. I'm doing fantastic. Oh, just dying for the weekend, man. Dying for the, every weekend that goes by, I'm closer and closer to my Caribbean cruise with Variety and my daughter. We're going to go to the Caribbean in November for 2 weeks, and I am dying to go do that. It's going to be so much fun. As I've mentioned all the time, variety is my best friend, and we just have such a good time together that I am just looking forward to it like crazy. Now here I would use the other a different block. Which one can I was going to use this guy right here, but unfortunately when you put this one down and then this one down, there is no real corner for it, and so it just there is no corner for it, right? If I do this guy here, this guy goes alongside it just great. But then, yeah, he points downwards. And that's not what I want him to do. I want it to angle so I can go the opposite direction down the side of the ship. And that way I would be able to stretch out some of these longer spaces with this guy right here. But that's not going to be the case. So until they put that block in the game, it's not going to happen that way. For me, anyways. At least the way I see it. So we're going to go like that. And then we're going to come in here and we're going to go. So what I'm doing is I'm just trying to get it curved off as best as I can to give it sort of that dome feel. Okay? If that makes sense to you. I'm sure it does. You guys are all very, very, very bright. Very bright people. And, oh, by the way, I did go down to the planet, and I did plant the mushrooms. So the mushrooms, I don't know that they grow while we're up here, but we do have mushrooms in the ground, nevertheless, which is great. And then we're going to go here like so, and there. And then we come back in here, and we take this guy out. And then we grab this guy that fits so nicely right in there. Boop, just like that. And you can see it does have sort of a turtle shell shape to it. I would say it's got a pretty good turtle shell shape to it. I'm not quite sure if I've got it exactly right, but the feedback from you guys on the idea that we're building a Firefly class ship and excited about it got me really even more excited about it because I was hoping there'd be support for it. So now you can see it does have that dome look to it up on top of what is going to be our living area. And that's what I see in the pictures that I have next to me. By the way, I have looked at hundreds of schematics and pictures of the Serenity and the Firefly class ships. I know that there were, according to lore, there were 4 classes of Firefly ships made. The last class was made in, what does it say here? The class for 2513. It was released in July 16th of 2513, the class 4 of the Firefly ship. Each one getting a little bit bigger, a little bit faster, with a little more space for just about everything on it. So that is what we've got going on here. So what I feel like is that we are maybe class 5, the class 5 ship right now. Off of this end right here, a lot of this is going to change in the back. I'm finishing it up because it needs to be done. But on the back here, there'll be a large circle that's going to go all the way around like so. And it's like some kind of, I would say, kind of conductor of some sort. And then off of that comes the thorax, which comes out and curves around. You guys have seen it with the main thruster and then a backup thruster just above it in this section here. This is also where the med bay is back in here, and it's also where the engine room is back in here. Down on this end here, this is where the neck starts. The neck starts right here, and we're going to kind of come out with the neck here and come this way, and it's going to kind of swoop up a little bit from the bottom here and then out from this direction here, and we'll be able to walk out into this area through here. And then down below in this area right in here is living quarter space for our personal quarters and stuff. That's what I see in my head anyways when it comes to the Serenity. Now what I've got to do here is I've got to find a way to bring this further out and kind of scoop it downward over the edge here. And that is a challenge. Like that. Oh, you know what? Maybe not. Maybe it won't be so bad. If I do that right there. And I do that right there. We just kind of stop right there in the back because we don't know where the engine's going to go yet. And I do this right here. Oh, there we go. Like that right there. It's got sort of a, like I said, a turtle shell. It kind of comes out over the edge of what is the cargo bay, hangar bay area, and then underneath it parks the shuttles, the 2 shuttles. Let's get these out of here. This is starting to come together right here, and I'm pretty excited about it. I don't want to lose track of what I'm doing because it's easy for me to do that. And then I need to take one more row out. I'll take you inside in just a second. I'm going to have to go in for air and food and all that good stuff anyways. Yeah, this is going pretty well here right now. So let's continue this on down. Oh. Yep. There we go. And this one right here. It's more jagged than I would like it to be. I would like it to be a little more organic and rounded, but again, if I use the round blocks, I just don't think it's going to look as good as if we go about it this route instead. Okay, so we've got that taken care of there. So what do I have to do next? This is coming down over the top by... Oh, ammo is missing. Oh, no. So here, you can see what the inside of this area looks like. Let me bring in here first. So here we are. We've got the area for the dining room table, the chairs around it, a little kitchen area possibly here. And then there's going to be hallways that we'll be able to go through a door, and there'll be a hallway out here. And eventually that hallway will lead to the shuttles parked on either side. And I would like to try to mimic the shuttles that are actually on the Firefly class, but make them more of a battle type shuttle. Something that we can shoot with rockets and turrets and things like that. So the shuttle we have right now that we're using to get back and forth to the planet, we'll probably tear him down and make something else. So we've got 2 different shuttles on here, depending on what we need. I've got a little hole right here we can go through. And then inside here, what I can do is I can come back around and remove all the blocks I don't need, and then go back and finish it up like this, where I can, put things in. Maybe I'll put a pillar down to here, so we've got this nice support and stuff like that. There was a very good question in the comments last episode, and the comment was, is there structural integrity on a CV when you land on a planet? Do we have to worry about that, or are we okay without that? I'm curious myself on that question. Over here, this is just preliminary. We have our storage containers on the side. I put a big Jenny in here. That's not going to stay there, of course, but I put that up there. But I've got 4 containers right here. I got 1, 2, 3, 4. Now, again, all this scaffolding is likely going to come down 1, because we're going to need this extra little bit of space up here for the shuttles and the hallways that are going to have to go up there. And I think we're going to have that happen each and every piece that we build. We're going to have to come back and retweak it a little bit. That's why, again, I don't want to get too detailed with things at the very moment. I also put some lights down here so it's much brighter for you guys so you can see better. I noticed it was pretty dark in the last episode. So I hope you can see much better down here. And I took everything that was up front except for the cockpit seat. And I realized you guys told me I could take it out, but I just like looking at it. So I've left it there and I can fly around it. I've taken the shuttle out and down to the planet to plant the mushrooms, and I've come back again. We did take a little bit of damage. Oh, ammo's missing. That's right. That's what I'm down here for. We should be able to make some of these charges just fine, I think. Oh, we're going to need some promethium pellets, and they're going to be in the back of the shuttle here. I'm bummed that I ran out of this stuff to work with here. Yes. I want all of you to come with me, and we're going to put you into... Nope, not you. You guys stay there. Those guys are amazing, aren't they? Oh, yeah. They sure are. Love them. auto mining cores. Once we get to the point where I can get the level 3 auto mining cores, we're going to be taking those down someplace and getting those fired up and going. Let's take all that stuff out of here. Like so. And then we've got to have, let's go 1, 2, 3, 4. And turn you on. There we go. So yeah, we'll probably take this shuttle apart. I know, I build ships, I take them apart, I build ships, I take them apart. That's my nature. I'm looking for the right thing, and the shuttles that sit on the side of the Firefly class carriers don't have landing gear. They look like they're smooth belly. Now they do have wings as they pop out from the side of the Firefly. They do have wings that span out. We're not going to be able to do that. We're just not going to be able to do that because well, we don't have that mobility in the game. Maybe someday we will. Maybe someday we will have that mobility where we can tuck wings into the side of a ship and then just have them slide out or deploy like the landing gear does right now into the bottom of the ships. That would be pretty cool. Oh, look at you. You're done already. Amazing. Absolutely amazing. Let's go up through here and up and yeah. And here, this is where we were working right here. Zoop. Awesome. Yeah, we were going to take these out. Come on, reload. Well, he was not reloading there for a second. We can come back and adjust this when we get done with this little shroud that comes over the top. I think we're possibly down far enough. If you think about it, if we're on this level right here, and this is the living level, and we're coming down a hallway, we're going to want to walk out here and then get into the ship. Now, we may have to walk out. I think what it shows in a lot of the diagrams, but again, we're making this Firefly class conducive to our life. So let's say we've purchased one and now we're remodeling. We get to do whatever we want. Maybe what we do is we have a little ladder that goes down here or an elevator that goes down 1 or 2, and then we pop out and we get into the ship. Something like that. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see how this all works out. I'm kind of winging it here a little bit. I feel like it needs to come down at least one more. How many blocks do I have? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 9 and actually 10. But I've got 9 left, so we've got room to continue this. Yeah, we do. We have room for this. I think it's going to ask for one more right here. Yeah, and then it wants another one of these guys right here. There we go. And that is giving us, it's more of an angle than I want, but it's giving me the basic shape that I am looking for. It is definitely giving it to me, which I'm happy. So again, we're going to come across this way. Like so. And then I think we need to... Do we need anything on here to say we're done with this? What if we did do something like this right here? Like that. Just to kind of end it. Let's see what this looks like. Something like that. And then the shuttle comes down and it slides in here. We're too many. We're too many blocks down. We're too many blocks down. I don't want it that far down. It's just too much. Yeah, it's too much. Matter of fact, we might even be able to put this rounded one up top. The next layer up. Let's take a couple of these out. I've got to remember that I've got quite a bit of hole down here still showing. And then the shuttles, I've got these images right next to me here. The wing, let's try to figure out where the wing's going to start and where the wing's going to stop. I feel like the wing is going to start probably right about here. And I'm going to want to go at least 3 with it. It doesn't give us much room to park that, does it? So it looks to me like it's going to have to start. I got 3 down there, 1 there, and 1 there, and we take that out of there, that out of there. Wing starts here, so the shuttle's actually going to be sitting at this level right here. Where does this put us inside if I do, say, something like this right here? That puts us on this catwalk. Okay, I see. Alright, so that's good. Yeah, that's good. Well, how much room does that give us? That gives us 2 big blocks, but how many blocks does that... That's plenty of space, huh? That's plenty, because we are only 1 block tall. So this is plenty of space, but this is where this has to end right here. It can't go any further down than this guy right here. If that is, you guys with me on this? So I think what I am going to do is I'm going to take these guys out. Let me work this out in my head with you guys so you can see where I'm going with it. And then I'll go off camera and I'll make some more of it, and then we'll show you what it looks like. And we do something like that right there. Is that enough to give us that sort of curved feel that we're looking for? Or should I even bother with the curved feel with it? And here, oh, there we go again. Nope. I can't, no, I want you to change. There we go. That is going to pose a bit of a problem. Is there anything shaped with that diamond at the bottom and rounded on the ends like that? That's not going to work. Yeah, no, these rounded ones go with the rounded ones. I don't really see a block that's both triangular and... Yeah, no, I already looked at that one, didn't I? Yeah, I think I'm going to forego this curved block. And I'm going to go with what we had just a second ago. And take these back out. And we're going to go with the other one in the other direction with it. And it's just going to kind of come... It's going to end right where it ends. And then basically what I've got to do is I've got to get that to go all the way around. So again, with this here, we'll take this guy right here. He's only going to go in where he can fit. Is he upside down? Yeah, he needs to go right here. Right there. And you're here again. And then you. There we go, just like that, yeah. They just kind of, they kind of trade spaces, these guys. And then a lot of this over on this side will likely be chopped off because, again, we do have the shroud that goes over to, leads into the engine room, which we'll be getting to, I think, right up in this area right here. So, but I'm going to put them in just so I keep myself on track. So that guy's going to go there. That guy goes right there. Oh, you know what? No, I may have this. I may have this. No, No, that's good. Yeah, that's right. That works. Again, we're going to be cutting a lot of that off right back there. So we do that there. And again, we're going to go back with this. So let me go all the way around and get this kind of ironed out. It's going to take me a little bit of time. And then I'll come back and show you what it looks like from above and from the sides. And we'll move forward and see what we get to work on next. There we go. It tapers nicely all the way around. We should be even all the way around. But this is that little turtle shell that sits on top. Well, not even a little turtle shell. It's massive. Whoa, 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 wait, watch it, CB. A little bit of this and that. I think that's going to work out pretty good. Nice. I like the angle on the corners here. These work out pretty good. I'm afraid I'm going to just back right into one of these things and just explode. But yeah, we should be even all the way around right now. So that is that part right there. And again, the shuttles will come in, we'll fly in, and there's a whap like so. Park right in here, up underneath here. And then our wing is this part right here. Matter of fact, we can actually represent this a little bit bigger, I think. I don't know if this is going to be a big enough wingspan for this, but we'll, you know, when we get to that part, we'll make it look nicer, of course. But that gives us a little bit of representation as to where the wing's going to start. Shuttle goes up and underneath there a little bit. We might be able to even get away with moving it down to here, the wing, just to give us a little more space up here to maneuver and fly in. Something like that right there. That comes out to about, oh, I'd say probably around this point right here. And then we've got our forward. We'll have a forward and backward large thruster on the arm that holds these engines, and then we'll have another large thruster in the back, along with the two biggest thrusters we can have on the other side. Again, we can't rotate the wing to do what the Firefly does, but we can do our best to kind of mimic it as best we can. Now, keep in mind, this is just the rough shell we're putting together. Once we get this all put together, we got to come back to each piece and kind of iron it out and make it look better and better and better as we go. That's kind of a process here. Yeah, I thought so. If I take that one out, I'm going to have trouble. I thought so. Let's make sure that's okay. Yeah. Yeah, that's good. Okay, so in here, we could smooth all this out. No big deal. We could make that all look really nice. There's a lot of blocks in here we're not going to need, and there's a little extra space in here for us as well now. Like all these blocks between here and here, I'm pretty sure it'd go away. Not that one. Yeah, we could take all these out. And we'll see how much space we actually have left over once we're done with this. Yeah, I'm pretty sure, yeah, that's the one we can't move. That, yeah, okay. So at each of these corners as we go up, we've got to leave one block in the corners, which we can, you know, clean up real nice. Like I've got those angles up there, we could do that, or there's bound to be other options we could have to clean this up. Then we'll come back and we've got to get our kind of our interior walls designed and figured out. Oh. So there we go. Yeah, this is going to work out pretty good. This is going to be a thing. Yeah, look at all the blocks we're getting back. But I had to do it. I had to do it in order to see the shape I was going for. Almost fell in that hole right there. I was thinking I was getting low on blocks, but I'm doing pretty good right now. I need to check. Nope. There we go. I need to check on... what was I thinking about? It's gone. It's just gone. It's so ridiculous. Oof. If I take these all out, then I can see what I've got left. Oh boy. You know, I don't know how much of this I can actually remove all the way around. Let me do that. Let me get these taken out, and then I'll come back and we'll take a look at just how much space we have up on this floor. We'll try to do our best to kind of map out an area. That's not going to be a good block to move. I'll probably do that quite a few times before I actually finish removing what I can take out. Then we're going to smooth out this inside area and make it look better. The outer shell is on. I think I showed that already. And then we've got support pillars on the inside here. I'm thinking the farming area, since there really isn't one on, you know, the fire class, the firefly classes, there is no farm area. I thought up here might be good. We need 2 spaces for that. And that's it. And if we count, we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So I can do 3x3 farms in here quite easily with some space in the middle as well. But we're inside now, so I think what I want to do is on the inside, I'm going to switch to a lighter block. And some of this may have to swap out to a thinner block anyways, just because it should. So if we're going to do this, this is going to flip up here and come across like so. Is that enough space for what I'm wanting to do? I need too high for the plant. So no, that's not going to be enough. Because we got to include the plant bed itself. So we need to come down a total of 3. Grow plot there. And then we've got 2 spaces. Grow light up there. Plant grows here. Grow plot here. So then where we're at now with this is we're down here. And this is our dining area down here. Yeah. And then on each floor, what we can do is we can adjust how we're going to have it look. We really don't need a block. I guess we should have a block right there, shouldn't we? This should come across. That way we're never going to make the mistake of doing that. And I can put a block on top of this right here. A full block, correct? I just want to double check, make sure. Yes. Okay, so I can do that. So, okay, we do that up there. Do I have the grow plots on me? I don't. Let's grab all those back. I think if I go down here, I think they're in the... I think I left them in the back of... Where'd it go? There it is, right there. I think I left them in the back of the ship here. Let's see. Oh, nope. Yeah, there we go. 32 grow plots. That's quite a few grow plots if you think about it. And then we didn't make any of them. You know, we didn't make any of them. We harvested those off the Titan. I love that. I love the fact that I can just keep building and not have to manufacture things. Actually, let's go up on top of the platform that we just started making. Like this right here. And we could do... We go 1, 2, 3 with an edge outside. 1, 2, 3. Oh man, that is awesome. Look at that. Yes, that's going to be perfect. So we do that right there, say. Let's put a block in the middle. Oh. What I wanted to do was that. And then not have this here or this here. And really what I could... Well, let's see. I'm not going to be able to attach anything to the ceiling downstairs underneath this. Because it's the wrong side of the block that's going to be down there. I need some lights. I need a light or two just so I can take a look at this. Oh, I've got one on me. Oh, beautiful. Perfect. Excellent. And what does this look like from underneath? That's not bad. That's not a bad design. I actually like that design. We've used it. We used it on Betty, this design right here. So we're not going to actually, I guess we're not going to actually see that. So it's no big deal. I mean, we could theoretically leave that as our ceiling. Can I texture these guys? Because then we can put lights under here. I guess I could put a light right there. No, there's going to be this here, though. Never mind, we can't do this. I was just thinking maybe if we didn't put a floor, this here, we could have this be the ceiling of this downstairs room. And then we've got room to put lights up there and everything else. Can we texture those? There's a good question. And I don't think I have a texture tool here. We may have to make one. Yeah, let's go ahead and make one. Let's turn you back on. Let's go to here. Texture tool. I'm curious. How many grow plots is that actually going to give us now? It was 32, right? 32 is what I had. So it doesn't even have to take up the entire area. How many do I have now? I've got 5. Well, I may have to actually make some. So if we put this here, and here, here. Yeah, I may have to make some more of those. Either that or we'll go off and try to find some more. Just a few more. Now we could, I'll have to figure out where exactly to place this, because we could put it in the center of the room, and then we could have different rooms on the second level here for storage for food, food processors, refrigerators, things like that could be up on the second floor along with all the food. Now, can we texture these guys? Let's see. No, we can't. We can texture that, but we can't texture the other. Okay, so if that's going to be the ceiling, that's going to be the ceiling. Because right now, the thing here is what I'm trying to wrap my head around is we can't put lights on this right here, underneath here. It's not going to happen. It's going to be, won't let us do that. But it will let us put them on there. We could make the entire ceiling look this way with this design. It's right here. Boom, just like that. We could just turn it. Is that the right? Yeah, that's the right design. See, we could turn that. We can actually have the whole ceiling look this way, and then we can do whatever we want on that, which I think is what we're going to do. But that brings up the question of, is there structural integrity on ships on land? There's that. But this is the theory right here of this. Now there's space for us to put lighting elsewhere. We could get creative with the lighting elsewhere in this kind of an area too. We could do that. Yeah, we could get away with that. This is going to be 3 blocks total here. Ooh, it's a long ways down. Yeah, I'm not ready to seal this off because I'm not quite sure how we're going to work out the shuttles that go in there. Do these blocks have to be here? I may not have removed all the blocks I could remove. Yeah, that does have to be there. Doesn't have to be that block, but it does have to be a block. And we don't want things shooting into our base. So we'd have to do something like that right there. And that right there. Because these are going to wind up being kind of hallways right through here. So if we did that there, then we could turn this around this way, and now we've got a hallway right through here. Or we could do, for this here too, is we could use the, now that we're on the inside, we don't have to worry too much about being shot and stuff like that. We could switch to plastic blocks even. I've got corn growing. I've got plenty of corn down below. Is there an angled wall? I'm not seeing an angled wall. I see this one here, but I don't see a catty corner one. We got this guy here. There we go. Like that. We could do something like that right here, and then meet up with this here, like so. Thing is, though, right there, we can't go up against the wall. So what we would do is we would do this here instead. And now we can place things up against this wall right here. If we take this out and move it and make it a different... here we go. If we make it go that way, that does give us a whole block right here that we could do something with. Can we finish this off with, well, let's go, let's see about a, well, that's really a big rounded pole. Something like that right there. We could do that. I don't know if that really cleans it up very well, though, does it? You're almost better off just having that little corner right there. But yeah, something like that right there, and then now we've got a hall that we can come in this way. We can put things on this wall. We can't put anything on that wall, but that's okay. At least we have a wall that we could put lighting on and stuff like that. And then do up the floor. And then we've got a pathway down here. And I'm kind of jumping the gun here, but I'm trying to help paint a little bit of a picture as to what it is I'm doing. We do this here, and say we have a door right there. And a door right there. And we've got this entire outer hallway here, which I don't know that we're going to need this much. Yeah, you know what? If we do, then that means the shuttle comes in, it pulls up, and it parks in here. We're going to have to figure out, once we get the shuttle made and we pull it in and park it, we'll put a landing gear on the side of it. I'm hoping we can get the landing gear tucked in so when we pull away, it pulls into the ship. Once we have that, and when we come up to the side of the ship and we land and that landing gear extends, then we're going to have to work out how we're going to get on the ship. That should be a fun little project right there. Let's say we have a door right there. We've got plenty of space in here for tables, for a kitchen area with cabinets and stuff like that. But again, right here, I'm making the same mistake, and I've really got to watch out for this. I want it on this side. Otherwise, our kitchen area and our dining area, we're going to have stuff sitting way far away from walls, and we don't want to do that. We do not want to have that problem. You know, we don't want that. And then what we can do is we can actually do this right here. We could actually finish that off all the way up, and then it'd be a nice wall like that. And we could do the same thing over here. And then what we can do also, if we did this, if this was the case and we did this right here, we could take out those big supports in the middle and just come back with this right here, and bam, we've got ourselves a nice looking little area right here. You know, that's not bad. And we could take out these big supports. But I do have to know about that structural integrity. I don't think there is on the ship. I think we could take this any planet we wanted to and land it, and we don't have to worry about structural integrity on the ships. I think it's just the bases. And if we go into here and look, CV and base, CV and base. So these are base blocks. So yeah, I think that was a pretty legitimate question. I notice Mac, when we take him out, he's always just red, you know. But I've never built anything quite this size either. So I'm curious about that myself. But then yeah, we could take these out. We wouldn't need those right there. And we could finish these off. Well, I suppose we could use this guy right here, huh? Boom, just like that. Yeah, we probably have to use those instead. Well, that's kind of interesting how that works. I've never messed around with these guys right here. No, that's not going to work that way. Like that. And it seals up good here. Okay, so yeah, we could do something like that and then texture them up the way we want to texture them up. We're going to want this area here to feel pretty livy, you know? And then something else elsewhere. But yeah, the crop plots, I would likely center those somewhere in this room, and that is going to be what our ceiling looks like. It's going to have to be that texture right there. But I think that's a good place to put the grow crops. Let me know what you guys think of that. I'm running out of time. I've been at it for, I don't know, 3 hours now, trying to get this just kind of worked out and figured out. It's a bit of a challenge, I can tell you that much. But it's been just super fun. Let's go P. Let's go P. And I've been putting those on 3 and those on 15. And then gray, like that, just to give us a little more light. It's not a whole lot, not enough, that's for sure. But yeah, something like that right there. And then that gives you kind of a concept here. So we leave the kitchen common area and we come out this way, and bam, we're able to go through a small door and maybe down a ramp or something, and we hook up with the shuttle, or we continue walking through this hallway. And what's on the other side of this right here? I don't know where the front of the ship is right now. This is the back of the ship. Yeah, I think. I don't know yet. Or the other side. And we can carry through to the other parts of the ship. All right, I hope you guys enjoyed today's episode. Busy building episode. We do need to get to the moon sometime. I would like to get some more pentaxid so we can take our small shuttle on just kind of a warp drive. I'm going to want to take a break from the building a little bit and get the warp drive kind of figured out. Not the warp drive figured out, but get the warp drive filled with some pentaxid and get things, get pentaxid, get some more promethium, and just go visit the moon, see what's on the moon for one thing, and how much resource we have there. I swear to God, I keep closing that and it opens. Maybe I'm losing my mind. Huh. Or not. Yeah, I use the extra long plank. It goes under the ground. But, yeah, so the moon, get some pentaxid, fill the shuttle up with pentaxid, and then go for a flight to the nearest planet and see just exactly what it has in store for us and what we can get from the planets nearby. Is there Zascosium in the one planet we know we have in this area, or are we going to have to warp a ways out and then warp all the way back, or warp to another location? Because if that's the case, then we're going to have more pentaxid on hand. I took some shots from that place near our base down on the land. It took some shots at me, hit me a few times, but it looks to me like I'm in pretty good shape here. Oh, there it is, right there. Yeah, I overshot the base, wound up flying into his area, and he took some shots at me. What a jerk! Those Xerox, man, I tell you, scum, just absolute scum. I enjoy raiding their bases and tearing them apart. Real quick before we take off, let's go tab. Let's go in here. I'm kind of rambling right now. Let's go to our capital vessel. Laser turret. There is a mining turret, right? Yeah, tool turret right here. This is our mining turret. And this one, Zascosium alloy. This is what we talked about last episode. We really need to get a hold of that Zascosium alloy so that we can make one of these. What does it take? 10 Zascosium alloy. God, I suppose I could sacrifice an engine for something like that. I don't know that I want to do that, though. How much Zascosium? I got 6. I got 22. Can I make that guy? CB. If that's the case, we could fly this guy over someplace and do that. Tool turret. No. I've got 6 out of 10. It takes quite a bit of Zascosium to make that alloy. And it takes Erestrium, too. And we've only got 5 Erestrium. So, yeah, we can't make that yet. So, again, what we're going to have to do is we're going to have to take off and go down onto one of those other planets and see if it's got Zascosium. If it does, then we're going to have to raid it and grab it and get it and then bring it back and get busy harvesting some more blocks. And this in here, guys, just so you keep it in mind, this is rough draft stuff, okay? I just want to help you and myself get a vision in our heads as to where we're going and what it's going to look like. I have a sneaky suspicion that all this is going to drop down by 1. There was a comment that maybe we were wasting space back here, but as you can see, we could put tons of stuff in the back of our cargo/hangar area here. Just tons of stuff and things in between here and all kinds of good stuff. So there's plenty of room. And then I've got room on the sides here too. I almost think what I could do is bring this down from here and tuck it in and then put a catwalk underneath it, so that would give us even a little more room up above and just give us a little design on the inside of the hangar instead of being a big square box. But nothing's going to be a big square box by the time we're done with it. Like I said, we're going to have to come back to these rooms. We're going to have to tear them out a little bit and do decor work. But decor work is just pointless right now because we just don't know which way the ship's going just yet. But once we do, we'll be able to come back and do that. How's our power doing? 88%? Sweet. Yeah, we're doing just great. Yeah, we're doing great. All right. That's going to wrap up the episode. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, do hit that like button. As always, feel free to comment. I love your comments. You guys know that. Respond to almost all of them if I can. And then we'll move forward in the next episode, which probably won't be until Monday. So this is Friday episode, so enjoy it over the weekend. And then Monday, we'll get right back at it again. If I don't find time over the weekend to work on it, I will at that point in time. So I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, hit the like button again for me. Comment, subscribe, and share. I'm the Radio Man 03. Have an awesome, fantastic, and a superb day. And I do look forward to talking to you again next time.